This is me, is that you? What's up? Hey, this is C. Anthony Harris, creator of the E series. And I want to say hello to you. Are you living in your full excellence? Are you living to your full potential? Are you happy? Are you on your way to greatness? Are you following your plan that you have designed? I trust you are. I just wanted to drop this quick note here today to spread across the world, because my mission is to impact 1 billion people. To impact 1 billion people over the next 16 months, or how long ever it takes, whatever it takes to hit 1 billion people. And that's why I'm starting with you. So I wanted to share this video because the question was asked today and yesterday and the day before as to why is it I do what I do? Why is it I'm so giving? Why is it I want to help people? Why I have a sincere soul? I didn't know all this stuff. But one thing a gentleman asked me is that why you so want to help people? Why is it that from the time I met you, you're just always about helping people? Well, maybe because of my first mentor. I could give you a quick story about myself. I don't want to keep it too long, but again, my name is C. Anthony Harris, and I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an author of Living the 5 Wealth Principles. I'm a successful guy. I like to be successful. I like helping people, man. I used to be a computer analyst working for the federal government, and I wanted more out of life. I wanted to be rich. Yeah, I wanted to be rich. I didn't want to be average, so I worked hard. But then I met a guy, man. That's when my life changed in 1995. I met a gentleman, because I'm from Brooklyn, New York. And what I made every year as a computer analyst, this guy made every month. Never thought that would ever be. It's hard to fathom. I met this guy and he told me, hey, I had the opportunity to meet him. He said, hey man, if you run with me for 90 days, you'll never work the next day in your life. That's what he told me, straight up. And he was 25 years old and rich. And I was 30-something with a son and broke, living from paycheck to paycheck, And I said, hey, man, I'll take up your offer. He said, 1 hour a day for 90 days. He said, keep on doing what you're doing. Keep your job, take care of your son, yada, yada, yada. But do these things that I'm showing you for 90 days, and you'll never work the next day in your life. And he'd go on to tell me that someone 2 years prior to me meeting him had met him and did the same thing for him, and that's why he's so successful. So, hey, I took the challenge. Why not? Okay, he lived in Atlanta, I lived in New York, and to speed it up, I did everything he told me to do. I may have missed one day for whatever reason, but every day I did that 1 hour. Sometimes I did 2 hours. I did exactly what he told me to do. In 100 days, I fired my boss. In 100 days, I had no reason to work a job again, because the business that guy showed me the bill was now, my job was getting in the way of my business. So I had to do something. You either give up one or the other. And this guy became my mentor, man, and his name is Delzino Wilson Debriano. You could Google him, hashtag him. Awesome guy, awesome, incredible human being. And I just, from that point, I learned these principles from him. And I guess that could answer anybody's question. Why is it that I want to help people? It's called pay it forward. So I went on and I paid it forward to a couple other people. I mean, some of them wanted it. They said they wanted it, but they let go of my hand. Some of them were lazy. Some of them had doubts. Some of them had fears of their own self. And it was, at that time, it was a little discouraging, because my friends, my good buddies, man, we always talk about dreaming. We always dream about what if. And I met this guy and my life started to change. So anyway, thank God I had a mentor. That's a tip to you. You need a mentor. You want to be successful? You got to have a mentor. You got to have a mentor as a trusted counselor. You got to have someone that's ahead of you. You got to have someone that's successful more than you. You have to have someone that you're reaching forward to. And that person has to be relevant. They have to be credible. They have to have something called moral authority. They have to walk the talk. You follow me? Not what they did, unless they're old geezers. But even the old geezer mentors, the great ones, they still kicking. They still doing. Okay, so I was able to confide in him in everything that I do. All my mentors, I'm able to go to them when I run into a hurdle or just advice. That's what a mentor's for, like a mom or a dad, you know what I'm saying? But don't follow your mom and dad unless they're successful. because I copy my dad. Anyway, we'll talk about that another time. So I shared it with some other folks, and they started having success, and they shared with some other folks. And I mean, we took off. I got involved in network marketing. It was a network marketing, MLM. Some people like it, some people don't. I love it. I'm a master networker. I'm a professional networker. And to speed it up, I've helped thousands of people. And I've helped about 16 to 20 people to become millionaires. Yep. I help a couple over 100 people to become six-figure income earners. Yeah. Just by doing what he taught me to do. Now, during that journey, that was, years and years after then, I gathered some more mentors, some new mentors, some additional mentors. It's just ironic that all my mentors, I would say 80% of my mentors are all younger than I am. I just learned how to be coachable and how to R&D. I invented R&D, and in corporate America they call that research and development. In my world, because I'm not that smart, I dropped out of college my third year because I became pregnant with a son, so I had to work. So R&D was what I created: rip off and duplicate. You see, if that guy is successful and he's willing to teach me, or that gal is successful and she's willing to teach me, that's a tip for you. And they're willing to teach you and hold your hand, and you're willing to learn and rip off and duplicate what they're doing in network marketing, you could do that. Okay, you won't get sued or anything like that. And that's what I did. So I did that with some other folks, and they became successful. Okay, I've moved on since then, and those individuals still are successful and going on and whatnot. And but I'm 53 years of age, and I'm much mature, I'm much more wiser, and I got huge goals. I live by goals. And I grow myself, and spiritually, mentally, physically, professionally, financially, and I take good care of my family, take good care of myself, and life that's how it is. But I like challenges. I like to push myself. Why not? I don't like average. The average guy, or the middle class is dead right now, living for average. Did you know that 76% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? 76%! Oh my Lord, are you living paycheck to paycheck? You got to change that, because by 2020, they're gonna have a major growth. By 2020, they're gonna have a growth of 39% millionaires. The millionaire stat is gonna grow by 39% by 2020. What are you waiting for? That's why I'm on a mission. That's why I'm on a crusade to helping 200 people to own equity in my billion-dollar company. My company is a billion-dollar company, okay? And my best friend built that company over the last 11 years. A young guy, built it without me. Okay, I mentored him when he was 19. His name is Nick Sarnicola, and you can Google him too. And he built a billion-dollar company, man. I mean, solving a problem in America, which is called obesity. But anyway, I want to help people. You know why? Because people living from paycheck to paycheck. And why not? If we know that 39% growth of millionaires are going to evolve in the next 5 years, I want to be a part of that. I don't want to be one of them. No. I want to be a part of that crusade. So my company is offering individual. I'm a shareholder. And I said, why not? If I'm a shareholder, I can find 200 people who want to be a shareholder. I can find 200 families who want to be shareholders. Why not? My company's goal is to build a legacy of 2,000 families. I said, hey, see, Anthony, you're going to do 10% of that. Over the next 16 months, you're going to help 200 families to own equity in this company. I got a couple dozen going on right now. Got 16 more months left to go. So that's the crusade I'm on. I'm on a freaking mission. And this is no joke, because we're hurting. Did you know that 7 out of every 10 adults is battling overweight or obesity in America? Maybe that's why they live in average. They don't think highly of themselves. I don't know. I wasn't obese. I was fat. Obese is from 30 pounds and over. If you're 30 pounds and over, you better get on the challenge or something. Run around the block and stop eating that crap. But 7 out of every 10 adults is battling obesity or overweight in America. And 35% of all kids are battling child obesity. That's a problem. You see, back in the 80s, we had a problem. It was called drugs, crack, cocaine, all this kind of stuff was infested America. It was a problem. It was a problem for everybody. The neighborhoods were going down, people were fiending, okay? And that was Ronald Reagan. He was in president, and every first lady has a mission. And Nancy Reagan's mission was say no to drugs. Some of you guys may be able to remember that, the baby boomers or whatnot, okay? Well, we're in 2000. We're in the 2000s. We're in the 21st century, and we have an awesome president and his first lady, Michelle Obama. We have a problem in America. It's called obesity. And child obesity is on the rise. It's tripling, man. And her mission is child obesity, to get kids going. Well, I tell you, man, we got a mission we're on. And that's a crusade. I call it a crusade. We're on a crusade to get America back in shape. I'm part of that crusade. And we're going to do 10 pounds at a time with the Project 10 and the Project 10 kids. And I tell you, what my buddy has done over the last 5 years has been remarkable. Not only took his company to be a $2 billion company, but they impacted over 3 million people. Over 3 million people, they helped them to get back in the best shape in their life. 3 million. Not 3,000, 3 million people. And because of those 3 million people, they were able to feed 5.6 million kids. Because see, every time we challenge somebody to lose 10 pounds, we feed a child for 90 days in that person's name. That's motivation. That's solving the problem for everybody, right? And doing that, okay, feeding 5.6 million kids, this cat was able now to help over 18,000 people get into BMWs. 18,000 people driving cars. In my last deal, I helped only 150 people drive cars. It took me 9 years to do that. He did in 5. 18,000. I mean, this cat helped over 800 people become six-figure income earners while solving a problem. Can you imagine if you were one of those 800 people making over $100,000 a year? You won't be average. You won't be in that 76% living from paycheck to paycheck. On top of that, man, he was able to help, or produce, I should say, 52 millionaires. 52 millionaires. 52 people became millionaires running with this guy over the last 5 years, solving a problem. And he did that all without me. He did that without his best friend. He did that. See, I wasn't interested at the time. I wasn't interested. I was doing my thing. I was on my crusade, my little crusade, do my little thing with 16 to 20 millionaires. This guy did 52. So that brings us to current right now. Right now, over a year and a half, I accepted the challenge. I was overweight. I accepted the challenge. I lost 24 pounds. I fed 2 kids, no more cholesterol medication. And they say, hey, man, we're on a mission. We're on a crusade. Hey, man, we're going to do it again. We're going to take this company to a $10 billion company. These guys are taking their company from $2 billion to $10 billion, and then they want to be a $10 billion company every year. Ow! That can be kind of scary, but you know what? God prepared me for this. You see, all you guys are praying to God. God, help me out, God. I want this, I want this, I want that. What you're going through right now is preparing you for those prayers that you asked for. And it's going to come to you in a mysterious way. It came to mind. I had to make some decisions to make it mine. I had to turn the noise off for the people, just like I did back in 1995. I had to turn off the ears for my family when I was running with that 25-year-old millionaire. So it's like a 360. The same shit that I had to go through here. Turn off the noise. Thank God I'm a better leader, a better person, a better man, and personal development and growth. I was able to cut that nonsense off and see where I'm going, man. Where am I going? I'm going to greatness. And the only way I can go to greatness is being a Christ-like leader in my profession as a professional master networker and entrepreneur, and to hold myself accountable and to work with moral authority. Walk the talk. Do what I say I'm going to do. So I said, okay, let's roll. I'm ready. So the beginning of 2015, man, I became an equity owner. They said, hey, man, we're going to give you some equity. Become an equity owner. And they didn't just give me. They gave about 200 people equity. Say, hey, man, we're going to do something big. Okay, we're on a crusade right now. We're gonna take this into next level. We got it down pat. And I said, let's go. I said, let's go, because you know what? I knew what I was going to do. I knew I had a mission. I knew I was going to run into you. I knew I was going to help you. I knew that I was going to use these platforms, social media platforms, and any other platform out there to get to the world. That's why I want to impact 1 billion people. So for my short term right now, I want to help 200 people, 200 families in the next 16 months. Okay, to do it all over again, what they did. And I got a great mentor. Now, I was the mentor 16 years ago, and he was the mentee. Now it's flipped. He's the mentor, and I'm the mentee. Ain't that funny? No, that's God's work. When you're at the greatness, you got to pay attention. Hashtag pay attention. You got to pay attention. So anyway, the bottom line is that they're going to impact 2,000 families to own equity. Now, if somebody's asked me the other day, how is that going to happen? Why are they going to give 2,000 families equity? Well, because people are living from paycheck to paycheck. Man, you got to stop living average, man. You got to stop living average. If you live from paycheck to paycheck, that tells me that you have an income disability. And that's not good in the 21st century. That's not good if you're a mother or a father or a couple or a single mother or a single dad or a grandmother taking care of their kids, or you still at home with your mama. Taking advantage of mama. I know a lot of people take advantage of their grandparents. Anyway, so that's what we want to do while solving a problem in America. And the problem is the fight against obesity. So my organization, my team called SUTO, S-U-T-O, Stand Up to Obesity, joined forces with Vitalis and Project 10 on this crusade. I declare myself as the Martin Luther King, the modern day Martin Luther King against obesity. But we ain't marching. We have the term that we're marching to equity, but we ain't marching. Nah, we using social media, dog. We going into the communities. We having serious conversation with influencers. You know, if you don't want to make some money, we help you lose some weight. How about that? You know, get back in the best shape of your life so you have a longer life. And I think I may have to do part 2 of this video because I got a lot of content to share. But this is just an intro because I want this information to get out to the world, because I don't know who that 200 family is going to be. You see, if you got kids, okay, and they're teenagers, you got college tuition coming up. And college tuition keeps going up. If you got a couple, you need, that means you can't live paycheck to paycheck to send them to school. If you notice, everything is going up. Everything is going up but your paycheck. If 76% of the population is living from paycheck to paycheck, and 7 out of every 10 adult in America is battling overweight or obesity, that's a problem. We're going to fix that problem, okay? So we're going on this crusade, man. So I said, you know what, 200 families, I don't know who they're going to be. I want to help some families own legacy. Now, guy asked me, so what does that mean? Because we don't know equity. We don't know nothing about equity. Now, we know about paycheck. We know about overtime, extra time, all the time. Equity is owning a piece of a company. Equity is owning something that when it pays out dividends, you get a piece, you get a slice. Now, how much of that slice is up to you? That's all up to you. You may just want a little slice, a thin slice, a big slice. It's all up to you, the individual. There's no limit. But we got a limited time. It's a time sensitive, 16 months. Right? So I'm moving a sense of urgency. So I gotta put it out there. I gotta do whatever it takes to get the information out there. And I'm counting on you to get it out there. Follow me on Periscope. Follow me on Americat. Follow me on Facebook, YouTube, the E-Series. You got to be an entrepreneur. Okay? So if you got family, if I can help some families to own a piece of a $10 billion company, I'm doing my job. Right? Because you won't be living from paycheck to paycheck. So like I said, taxes is going up. Unemployment is going up. Milk is going up. Groceries are going up. Right? Inflation is going up. If all these things, gas is going up. If all these things keep going up and your paycheck is not going up, you have an income disability. Am I speaking to you? So you gotta learn what equity is. You gotta get into the dictionary or Wikipedia or something and find out what the word equity means. I did. I'll give you an example. One of the greatest companies in America, a company called Walmart. You ever heard of them? They last year, 2014, 2015, last year, they grew by 1.9%. Only 1.9, almost 2% they grew by all year, right? It came up to something like, what, about 800 billion, something like that, some crazy number, 400 billion. Oh, I forgot the stats. Think about, let's say, $847 billion Walmart made last year, okay, in their fiscal year, and they only grew by 1.9%. Now, they paid out equity. They paid out over $8 billion of equity, $8.7 billion in equity. That means it went out to some people. Those people are called shareholders. You know, it wasn't the guy that you met in Walmart, that old lady who said, welcome to Walmart. It wasn't the guy who's stacking up all that stuff. No. It wasn't the hard workers who you see who's mopping the floors and cleaning the toilet. No. It wasn't the cash register lady, the cashier who's taking all the money in. No, none of them got equity. It was the shareholders who split $8.7 billion. And that happens every year. I think you get the picture. Well, pseudo, as well, along with Vice House, that's what we intend to do with the fight against obesity. Now, that's culture. We intend to put 2,000 families in that situation. So every time we slice dividends out to pay out, which is annually, those families are going to get equity. They're going to get a nice check at the end of the year. Now, it varies. It could be a 50,000, it could be 5,000 every year for the rest of their life. It could be 5 million. It's all based on the family. How much you want every year, right? And legacy. That means they're going to will it off. That means you die, you live until 104, and you get that equity every year. Guess what? You die, it's going to pass on to your kids, and then to your kids. Just like Paris Hilton. Have you noticed Paris Hilton don't have a career? She don't have a career, and she don't know her great-great-great-grandfather, Grandfather Hilton, who built this empire. You know what she got, though? She got equity. And that's what you don't have. And I want to help 200 families to own equity in $1 billion company. What if you had equity in Facebook? Everybody's on Facebook. Everybody on Instagram. Everyone drinking Starbucks. What if you had equity in Starbucks? That's another $1 billion empire. What if you had equity in Coca-Cola? A lot of y'all drink Coke, the real thing. I hope you guys get in the picture. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to help 200 families. My number is 10% of the company's goal. And I got the Most High on my side, the Almighty. I'm getting all excited here because you guys got to feel it. You see, I'm on a path to greatness. You see, I haven't achieved greatness. I've achieved greatness, but I haven't achieved greatness as yet. But I'm on a path. I don't want to take you with me. I want to take 200 families with me. Do you want to go? I'd like you to go if you listen to this and share this with 5 other families or friends or whatever, and share it with me and share with them. And hey, I'll hold your hand, man. I'll hold your hand. So wrap it up here. This is the conclusion here of my crusade. What's going to happen when I help 200 families own equity in this company? What's going to happen? This is what's going to happen. That 200 families is going to help another 300,000 transformation. 300,000 people will get back in the best shape in their life. Don't you want to be a part of something like that? If you're now getting equity on a $1 billion company, and because of that, you help over 300,000 people to get back in the best shape of their life, just like I have over the last 14 months. Okay, that's a mission. Okay, what's going to happen is we're going to be able to have 500,000 meals donated to kids on account of me helping 200 families. 500,000 kids meals will be donated to those kids that's battling child obesity, child hunger in the community of those same 200 families. That's what's going to happen. Also, what's going to happen is we're going to be able to put over 600 people in brand new automobiles. We're going to put 600 people in brand new sexy BMWs. That's what's going to happen, okay, when this happens. is going to put about 22 folks in the six-figure income position. 22 people, 22 families will be making six figures. Okay? And seven of those individuals will become millionaires. That's my crusade. In a year and a half. Ow! Not 10 years. In a year and a half, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. That's my crusade. That's what C. Anthony is all about. So I created this thing called the E-Series. It's on YouTube. Just subscribe, join the channel. It's free of charge. Also, for the next year and a half, I'm going to be giving all my content for free. All my trainings, all my vision, all my culture, all my heart, all my aspiration, all my knowledge, all my love, all my blessings. I'm going to give it away for free for the next year and a half. Free. That's right. That's what I'm going to do. So you can pick up this stuff for free and change your life. Because I want to impact 1 billion people to live the way God intends us to live in abundance, prosperity, excellent health. And get out of that lack mentality. That's right. Oh yeah. Watch. So, do you want to come? See, the reason why my company is so successful and why they're a $1 billion company, will be a $10 billion a year company in 50 different countries, is because they have something called culture. Culture is what you do. Culture is what you are. That's what we are. We're about transforming people's lives 10 pound at a time. That's what we do. That's our culture. Just like Federal Express, it absolutely positively have to get there overnight. That's their culture. That's their culture. And the thing about it, culture is this. Culture would eat vision for lunch any day. You see, you can have people pitch vision to you all the time. Oh, this is and you're gonna do that. If it ain't culture aligned to that, man, it's a bunch of hogwash. And there's got a lot of companies and leaders out there and owners and CEOs and presidents and whatnot talking a bunch of vision. Culture would eat vision for lunch any day. We're a culture company. We culture. The culture is that we're going to impact humankind in a major way. That's what I'm going to do. Watch. I don't want you to watch though, because it ain't a show. This ain't reality TV. This is reality. So, the E-Series, be a part of it. Go to Periscope, look for C. Anthony Harris, follow me there. Go to Americat, or you can look for Heru Carl, Herucarl, helping everyone rise up and calling all righteous leaders. I'm on a big mission, man. Go down in history in the next 16 months. So I'm inviting all you guys on that. I just wanted to share that with you guys. As you follow me on these mediums, you're going to be able to grow spiritually, mentally, physically, professionally, and financially in a big way. All right, I'm going to give it to all of you. And I'm going to bring my mentors along with me. It ain't going to be C alone. It's going to be all my mentors. My past mentors, my present mentors, and my future mentors. I got a new mentor now. This guy's worth $3 billion already. He's 71 years of age. $3 billion he's worth. Oh yeah. A guy by the name of Bob Dugan. Oh yeah, that cat ain't no joke. He just pours his heart into me every day. Because I live by something called the Rule of Five. I learned it from Dr. John C. Maxwell, my leadership mentor. My Rule of Five, these are the 5 things I do every day. Every day I do these 5 things. Every day. You mean every day? Yep. Christmas Day? Yep. Every day. Every day I pray. Every day I learn. Every day I support. Every day I recruit. And every day I laugh. That's right. Every day. That's culture. That ain't BS. That ain't vision. That ain't hype. That's culture. So I always say, man, share this. Follow me, man. The E-Series is the bomb. Look out for my other trainings that's coming down the pipe. Knowledge. I'm going to break down knowledge for you guys. I'm going to show you how to think and grow rich. I'm going to show you folks how to get back in the best shape in your life as we impact humankind with this obesity epidemic. Now this is a disease. It's hurting. So remember, to do your best, you got to be your best. And to be your best, you got to do your best, man. All right? So I love you. Comment, share, post, look at it over again and again and again. My number is attached to it. Contact me. Be one of those 200 families. I already got about 24 already in the mix. The next 16 months and change your life forever. And if you apply any of those E-Series, if you use that E-Series for 90 days and you don't get no results, I'll give you $2,000. Yeah, I'll give you $2,000. You know why? Because you need it. Because you probably got some income disability. I love you, man. God bless you. If you're not buying, you die.